So excited to have Miss Kiana Lede in the studio. How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome. Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm assuming you've been to Portland before because your man's is from Portland.
My man's is here and he's from Portland. I have. I love it here.
Cool. And you guys you're actually opening up for Jessie J tonight.
I am.
Crystal Ballroom.
Yeah.
Rose Tour in Rose City. How about that?
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
And you guys just kicked it off, right?
We did. We just kicked it off in San Fran was the first day. And then we had Vancouver yesterday and now today.
Wow. That's exciting. Is this one of your first like major tours or have you done stuff before?
This is my first major tour.
Wow.
This is my first tour really ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What have you done to maybe like kind of prep yourself mentally for this? Because obviously it's a first time experience, but it's got to be like a little nerve-wracking, right?
I mean, I feel guilty that I don't have anything like mentally preparatory things to say.
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything. I just kind of was freaking out and like being super stressed out, trying to get everything ready.
Yeah.
It didn't do as much as I probably should have.
No, I feel like it's all a learning process.
It is.
And I think you just being super excited is enough.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So I got that covered.
How did you link up with Jessie?
I think I actually don't know how any of this happened. It's just, I'm just
it's just
fuck yeah, it's happening. Sorry, I don't know if I can cuss,
You
but
can.
I have a dirty mouth. So I think Jessie's team just sent over like an offer saying they wanted me to come on, and I was like, sweet. I love Jessie. I've like looked up to her since I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So I know that she's like literally one of the best performers and singers that we have right now on earth. So.
Total full circle moment for you too, I'm
Oh
sure.
my God, totally.
So let me tell you an experience I had when I first moved to Portland. One of my first interviews was with JoJo. And I
love JoJo.
I literally couldn't handle it. They're like, Lo, do you want to do this interview? I was like, yeah, but I'm probably going to cry like every 3 seconds while I'm on stage. I didn't cry, thank God. But I know how you're feeling. Like it's so cool to like listen to somebody's music and kind of idolize them for a long time, and then now you're working together or doing stuff in a collaborative way, which is so amazing.
Yeah,
so,
I felt that for the first time in the first show because I had watched her for the first time.
Yeah.
During that show in San Fran, and I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like I've always wanted to see her live, and I always talk about her live because I watch like all the videos. I literally pull up videos to show people because I know she's so incredible.
Yeah.
So to be able to see her for the first time live, knowing that like I'm on the same bill as her, was like, it was crazy.
Insane. And she's got like incredible style, and so do you. Have you guys like gotten together about like outfit changes or outfits for the tour or anything like that?
You know, we haven't had much time to do that, but she's so sweet, man. She came into my dressing room and like was just like asking me if I needed any advice or wanted to have a cup of tea, and gave me like a whole care package box of like things that will help me during tour. She's literally the nicest person.
I love that. A cup of tea. Did you take her up on the cup of tea?
I make a cup of, we call it Jessie tea. Alexis is over there. She's my DM, and she's like, do you want some Jessie tea? And I'm like, yeah, I would love some Jessie tea.
What's in Jessie tea?
Okay. Jessie tea is peppermint tea with like minced ginger. And Manuka honey, has to be Manuka honey, and lemon juice.
And it's all good for the
throat.
For the throat.
Oh my
Because
God,
you're singing your asses off, I'm sure.
Everybody on this tour is just like, Ro and Jessie are both incredible.
Yeah. So cool. So cool. And you have your debut EP, Selfless, out, and then your single X.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about just putting that project out. Like, what was the feeling when it was like kind of done?
It was really nerve-wracking to put Selfless out because I've been making music like in the industry since I was like 15.
Yeah.
So to finally have like my first project come out, it's like all of those years leading up to it, I'm like putting everything that I've learned and that I've been through into that project and letting other people hear it. And it's such a personal thing. It's literally about my life and what I had been through over that year. And everything I realized about myself. So just putting it out and having the world hear it and be able to judge it was really, really scary.
It's awesome,
but it's great. I mean, the cool thing is instead of judging it, people can relate to it.
Yeah.
You know, they see it as
sure.
like therapy in a sense.
Well, even your single X, like I was listening to that obviously to prepare for this interview and stuff, and some of the stuff that you said, I was just like, damn, she's right. Like, I don't know how to be your ex. Like, I want to be your friend still, like all that. Do you think that you can still be friends with an ex after you break up?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, are there certain
if there was a
things-
friendship in the beginning,
right? I feel like that's important.
Yeah, I think some people break up because they're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I don't know. I think sometimes people just have like a physical attraction and not really like a strong friendship. And that's when you probably wouldn't be friends with somebody.
Yeah, and that's the key,
dated.
I feel like, to making things last too. You got to be able to like hang out with each other. Yeah. Like without any physical contact. Yeah. And still be chill.
Exactly.
Do you have any like I know your boyfriend's in here, but we're gonna talk about it. Do you have any like relationship deal breakers where it's like, if this happens, then you're gonna be my ex forever and we're never gonna be friends?
Yeah, if you cheat on me.
Yeah, me too.
That's like there's no
That's
there's no negotiating after you cheat on me. I can handle pretty much anything.
Me too.
Until you do that,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, peace.
Because then it's like, one, it's just terrible. It's a terrible feeling. Two, the trust is lost at that point, and it's gonna take a lot to like get it back.
Yeah, and
you know?
it's not just the cheating. Like I said this in the fair play, James. It's not just the cheating; it's the lying. That's really the part that hurts so bad. It's like the feeling of not being enough, and then also the feeling of like knowing you don't know what they're gonna do once they step out of the house. They could tell you they love you a million times, and then once they walk out, they could be saying the same thing to another girl. Else. You know, and they just don't think about you. Like, not putting you first. When you put that person first all the time and they don't put you first, it's like, oh, it just makes me...
It's the worst.
Hurts my heart. Yeah. So that's my deal breaker.
I'm with you, girl. I co-sign that hella.
Or if you're a Trump supporter. Sorry. I just had to put that in there because that's like another major thing. I will never date a Trump supporter.
I feel like a lot of people kind of agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Is there something that you admire about your exes? Now, you don't have to name them or anything like that, but just like maybe something that they did that you admire. For example, for me, my past relationships that I've had, I've been cheated on, and I admire the fact that that actually came out, because now I know, okay, these are the qualities that are usually kind of coinciding with this type of behavior. Yeah. So you kind of open my eyes to realizing like what my true worth is and all of that. So that's something that I admire, I guess, maybe from my past experiences with ex-boyfriends.
Your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think something that I admire of my ex that cheated on me was the fact that he did tell me. Like I didn't have to hear it from anybody else. He was straight up with me and told me what happened. Yeah. And was really remorseful. And I think that's like, I would want, if anything came out of that situation, I would just want you to feel really bad, which sounds really fucked up. Like, no. I want to know you feel guilty, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
So that was fine. I guess I admire the honesty.
Okay. From the lying, though.
Yeah, from the lying. Like, you did something fucked up, but then you were like honest about it. So like, cool. My mom used to be like, well, isn't that, or like even my girlfriends would be like, well, isn't that good? Like that he told you that means something. And I was like, cool, he did what he's supposed to fucking do. Yeah. Great.
Like, you're supposed to be a good, honest person. Exactly. Like, perfect. You don't get points for that. You don't get points for that.
Yeah.
Well, I can talk relationships and boyfriends with you all day, but I want to talk to you about not just your music, but your acting too. Because you were on the second season of Scream on MTV. You were, it was Zoe Vaughn? Was that the?
Yeah, okay, Zoe Vaughn.
Cool. And obviously that was like kind of like a horror type vibe.
Oh,
are you into horror?
I love horror. This is my favorite time of the year.
Halloween.
That's literally the only downside to going on tour right now is that it's during October, which is Halloween time, which is my time to like oh no, I'm wearing a costume for my show on Halloween.
Do you have to keep it under wraps on what you're gonna be?
I don't know yet. That's the thing. I'm gonna pick it up in some random city.
Okay.
I'll know it when I see it.
Are you more of like a grab and go costume kind of girl, or do you like to make?
No, most of the time I plan it.
Yeah.
The last year maybe. What was I last year? Oh, last year I had a costume. I was Dorothy. But that was kind of like okay, I need to find a costume really quickly. I was just in sessions trying to finish up like songs and stuff. It was ridiculous. But this year I'm gonna definitely be a grab and go person.
Okay.
But I know it'll speak to me.
For sure. You'll be like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You know what I really wanted to be? You remember Atlantis? The movie Atlantis?
Yeah.
The girl with the two pigtails and the overalls.
Do it. That's so easy. Cute.
I'm probably gonna. No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna. I left my overalls at home.
Dang.
It's just like, we'll figure it out.
overalls are hard to like pick out too. Like you have to try on like a million pairs of overalls for them
So
to like
hard.
look the right way. It sucks.
But yeah, I do love horror. That was your original question.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We're just
What
going like
is-
further and further.
I love that we're just kind of bouncing around. What is your favorite Halloween movie? Or horror movie, I guess.
Favorite horror movie? I watched A Quiet Place recently. That was really good. I don't ever get scared.
So
like
that was
some
with Emily Blunt, and I
and,
started watching that
John
on the
Krasinski.
plane, and I fell asleep.
What? How did you fall?
I think
No,
maybe
okay,
because I
you know
was
what?
tired.
It's a movie that you watch in a movie theater because everybody in the movie theater is like clutching onto their seat
Yeah.
and super quiet, and like you could literally hear a pin drop.
That opening scene was intense.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I'm thinking of like,
What about like Halloween movies? Like Hocus Pocus isn't scary, but that's like my favorite Halloween movie.
I don't know. I
Not
like
a
scary. I don't know. I like Halloween is my favorite holiday,
Halloween.
but Halloween movies, like, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
But like
Horror
don't know.
movies.
I'll watch
Yeah.
horror movies
Horror
during
films.
Halloween.
Are you gonna go see the new Halloween when it comes out?
Yeah, I want to.
That's gonna be dope.
But I
Jamie
need
Lee
to watch the
Curtis
old
went
ones.
back.
I've actually never seen the old Halloween movies.
See, that's the thing too. I've only seen like a couple and
Okay.
like bits and pieces. So I feel like I should probably go back and watch all of them too.
I feel that. I feel that. Freddy vs. Jason is actually a really good horror
That
movie.
is a good one.
Like, it's kind of corny now because, like,
yeah,
it's not the
but
same.
That's the beauty of, I feel like, some horror films is like how corny they are.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, oh
you
my
get
God.
me. And they always teach you something at the end, no
Well,
matter how
yeah,
cheesy it
Don't
is.
go into the fucking dark room and say, hello, is anybody in here? Like, yeah, somebody's in
Yeah,
there.
I guess
Somebody's
you're
definitely
right.
in there. Like, turn around and run away. Like, that's something that I've learned from horror films. Like, don't do that. That's dumb. Okay, so you did the Scream thing with MTV, and now you have a new show on Netflix all about the Washingtons.
Yeah.
Is it its first full season right now?
Yeah.
What was filming like? Do you have siblings in real life? Like, did that help with, like, pulling that into your role?
Yeah. Well, I'm the oldest on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm the oldest in real life, so I
Okay,
guess that
me
was pretty similar. It was really fun. Like, we really did feel like a family. We were spending every single day on set together,
Yeah.
and Justine is really my mom. Like, she gets mad at me if I don't call her mom. And then everyone's like the coolest dad to
Yeah.
have, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, and then all the little kids. Like, I love kids, and Nate's gonna get mad at me for calling him a kid. He's not a kid.
Right.
He's an 18-year-old man who goes to Howard University. No, he's great. But they're all like my little brothers and sisters now.
Have they given you, Rev and remind me of
Justine?
Justine, thank you. Have they given you like good advice as far as like that side of the industry goes?
Yeah, I think they just give good life advice.
Yeah, just
they're
in
just just in general. They just literally treat me like their oldest daughter who's trying to figure out how to be an adult.
Yeah, that's always the hardest thing. And as older siblings, we paved down the way for like the younger ones to come up.
Oh, that's the worst. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want my
Right,
sister
like,
to follow
all
in my
trial and error.
footsteps. Yeah.
But I remember like I was away at school and I would call my parents to like check in, or I'd be like, yo, where's Natalie, my sister? Oh, she's out. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. My curfew was 11:30. Like,
Exactly.
What the hell is she doing? Tell her to
Thank
get her ass
you.
home.
I know. Agreed.
Man. So one project to the next, music, acting, now you're on tour. If you had to pick one thing, and I know I'm gonna make this a very hard question. If you had to pick one, what would you maybe like do forever?
Acting or singing? Is that what you're asking
Yeah.
me? Everybody asks me this question, and I hate this question because
It's hard.
It's hard, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I know what my answer is.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to think about it.
Yeah.
But it's a hard answer to give,
Sure.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So music is my first love.
Right.
It's my passion. I treat it like my job because I know everything I know about music.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just take it really seriously. And it is so personal.
Right.
Acting, I always play somewhat a version of myself.
Yeah.
But I get to detach from my own life a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I don't really know what I'm doing with acting. I just am like, oh, cool, you think it's good?
All right,
I'm saying
perfect.
words that you like? Awesome.
The facial expressions are working for
Exactly,
me. Yeah, great.
exactly. So I don't really know what I'm doing with acting. I never studied acting. I really don't know what
It
I'm
kinda
doing.
just
So
fell
it's like
into
a
your
guessing
lap.
game.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it feels like I'm playing a game every day, which is
Yeah.
awesome. And I literally am. I'm playing make-believe, which
Yeah.
is like what every kid dreams of.
Right.
So I think acting is more of like my
Like a hobby.
Not I wouldn't say my hobby because it's not a hobby. Like I get paid to act, you know. But it definitely feels more like a hobby than music.
Yeah.
But music, you know, that's my baby.
How you get your expressions out and true artistry.
Exactly.
For sure. Well, besides the tour that you just kicked off, do you have anything else maybe that we should know about, like on the way?
I'm working on an album.
There we go. When do you think maybe that'll be out?
I have no idea. I gotta go through some shit in life first to write some good songs, and then I'll have something for you.
Do you have anyone that you can say that maybe you're collaborating with, or is it just solely
not yet?
thing?
I'm like literally just in stage 1, so.
Well, that's cool.
I'll let you know.
Much luck to you on that.
Thanks.
That's going to be really exciting. Can't wait to hear it.
Thanks.
And congratulations on everything so far. This has been so cool chatting with you, and the show tonight's going to be brilliant, I'm sure, because Jessie J's awesome, you're awesome, and yeah,
Thanks.
awesome. You're great.
Thank you so much.
Kiana Lede, thank you so much for being here today, and we will talk soon.
Talk soon.